Blimey, it's hot up in here. If you think that joke itself was cringy already, then you haven't seen nothing yet. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matthew Taylor. Today is May 19, 2017. Hottest day up in here in New York, and it isn't even June 21st yet. Haven't even gotten out of school yet, nor taken my U.S. Regents yet. And it's already feeling like the middle of July, hence that the day before the 4th of July, which now is one of my favorite holidays. And also, you like this new hat? This is a pretty nice fit for me, people say. But you're not here just to see me wear fancy hats or nothing. You're here because you want real news. You are here because you came for pure quality. This nowadays is a hate sign. This is the kind of shit we're living in. And also true, real news. That's what you come for. No BuzzFeed, no CNN, no Fox News. I mean, they say Fox News. Scratch that. Fox News is allowed. No CNN, no fake news outlets, no CBS, ABC, NBC, nothing. Nothing. So we have a fabulous show for you this Friday, end of the week, and it feel like I'm about to reach into the pits of hell. This weekend, actually this week, a new movie has a new, I don't know how to say this, if you ever heard, there's this recent movie that was made by Sony called the EMOJI movie. I will now with honor pull that up on my computer. The EMOJI movie, which is set to release on July 27, is a movie about. It's pretty. If you've seen Wreck-It Ralph, you can get what we're going at here. It's just an emoji event, just 3D emojis and stuff. And you want to hear a funny fun fact? Everybody, even BuzzFeed, is complaining about this. People, and it says here. No, I said to myself I won't do any fake news, but actually, I'm surprised BuzzFeed even cares about this, because I was thinking like, oh, well, it doesn't show no transgender emojis, and there are plenty of them on the phone. But anyway, there's places like Wired and The Verge says that the Emoji movie misses the point of emojis. And I even remember, this is going to be what you're going to hear in the movie, in the trailer we're about to play today. It says that the main character says that where one emoji is supposed to act like what they were meant to be for the rest of their life. Establishing communism as an early part, aren't we? Anyway, so let's take a nice look at our cast and characters here, because why not? Alright, here is the cast of Misfits we'll be seeing here. We have TJ Miller as Gene, which I assume is the mad emoji that we're going to be talking about a little later. James Corden is High Five. Stephen Wright, but the real thing of it is Patrick Stewart. Now I'm going to try to zoom this in here. Oh, I can't. You know, because I'm coming from a surface doing this, I'm going to zoom this in. Now, focus on Patrick Stewart. We all know him. We all love him. He has been from movie to movie. He's been the Professor X of the X-Men franchise. Like, he was the spitting image of it. His whole famous career of that movie, up until the recent movie Logan, where he dies when he was in that black family's home from a Wolverine mutant twin. Not Laura, but some other one. Someone who looks like Wolverine but isn't. And then, also, not to mention, from what I remember, he was in Star Trek, so that's really saying a lot for him. And then for all of his career, from Paramount to Fox, aka Marvel, and Marvel. I say Marvel, like... Alright, let me restate that. From Paramount to Fox to Marvel, and now to Sony as a piece of a fecal matter. I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff we're facing with, ladies and gentlemen. an actress like this, an actor who has such an impact on our nerdish society, is playing a fecal matter. I'm telling you, this is the times we live in, and this is what we need to stop here. So, let's go to IMDb here and let's see what's about this that makes it hit. And I do apologize for the fan. Promise me, if you were living up here in New York at this very second this was recorded, you would be wishing you had a fan or an AC in your room also. Loud or not loud, I am still feeling nice and cool in here, believe me. Alright, so it says here, Gene, which is this yellow emoji here, is a multi-expressional emoji set on a journey to become a normal emoji. Right, so let me get this off here and let me talk about our issue at hand here. Let me try to get this off because we'll play that a little later. If you didn't know, originally there was a Popeye movie set to be out sometime last year or sometime this year. That's right, a Popeye movie, something that is recognizable, something that isn't cancerous or annoying as emojis, has been stooped down and replaced with emojis. Sony, you're really digging yourself a grave here. Firstly, it was that stupid Ghostbusters movie. Then is this. Taking something that has value and replacing it with something our generation has value. Well, you know, I can't fight these people. You know. At the end of the day, the only reason why I care about Sony is just for Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, so. Right, so, with that being said, today we're going to be looking at the first two Emoji movie trailers, and of course I'm going to be reacting to them. It's going to be a hell of a cringy ride, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you are sensitive to cringe already, I recommend you don't watch this, because this is going to be a real ride here. And let's start with the first one. Let's take a look at this. This was released on December 20th, 2016, about 10 days before Christmas of last year. So much great stuff happened. My mom was dead. Donald Trump became president. My oh my. Actually, Donald Trump is my president. That's the only thing I'm happy about. The thing I'm not happy about is my mom's death. God bless you, Mom, in heaven, who is listening to me right now. Anyway, so the like ratio here with over 370,712 views, and the like and dislike ratio is kind of a opposite day event happening here. The comments for his first few minutes from the beginning has been disabled, but then it became free again. But yet, since there's another video that allowed the comments, and it was this exact video, I guess they took their anger and reactions there. With that being said, sit back, relax, and let's watch this nightmare, shall we?
Hello.
Now I'm just gonna stop this right here. When people had thoughts about this movie, they're like, okay, so our main character, so possibly this is the main character, but knowing how Sony likes their property, this is possibly like a recurring, which this is a main character, but it's like a not so much scene character, it's like a recurring character, which apparently I was right about, because you're gonna see in the second trailer that recently released. So let's continue.
As you can see, I'm an emoji. A meh, to be exact. Anywho, it's my pleasure to announce our first movie. Yay. It's almost too thrilling for words. So bring the family. Doesn't have to be your family. The Emoji Movie.
So I told management.
Alright, Hold up. Alright, so as you can see here, pretty much his feelings towards this movie is possibly what half of the Sony executives and me reacting to this movie, especially if you replace such a recognizable character like Popeye, replace it with this little crap right here. This would be my exact tone of how I promote this movie, a sarcastic, uncaring tone. And that's what this movie deserves, just to be not taken seriously.
But I can't work like this. These lights. I'm melting in here. This is such a load of...
And apparently, ladies and gentlemen, this fecal matter right here, this fecal matter emoji, for some reason that is in this movie, I don't know why. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, he is the one voiced by Patrick Seymour. Telling you, such a perfect, a whole career of talent wasted just to voice shit. An actual shit. Not saying the movie, but an actual virtual representation of actual fecal shit. I'm just lost for words here. This is just a hell of a disgrace, Sony, and you should know better than this. Like, at this point, I'm thinking they're doing this because they overkilled open season too much. You know that movie with Martin Lawrence and Ashton Kutcher? You know, Ashton Kutcher played that Dear Elliot, and Martin Lawrence played Boog the bear who lived a good life with some dot Park Patrol bitch named Beth or something. I fuck out of here. But really, Sony, you should know better than this. This is the lowest point you can ever go. This is really your lowest point.
No, go ahead. Finish that sentence.
I'm positively euphoric right now.
Express yourself.
Alright, I gotta stop that right now before possibly Sony copyrights me. We're gonna move on to our next one, but yet I must say these words before we move on. I am pretty disappointed in how Sony is taking this series. Well, not how Sony's taking this series, but how Sony is taking a turn with their such a horrible turn with their animation department. Coming from such a company that has many famous stuff to their name, I can count like 20 of them. Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Young and the Restless, Dr. Oz, Breaking Bad. Hey, let me get that one. Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Young and the Restless, Dr. Oz, Breaking Bad, Masters of Sex, Shut Eye from Hulu, which is what TriStar Television, Men in Black, the Open Season franchise. The Open Season franchise. I ain't gonna mention the Smurfs because it ain't theirs. It's Warner Brothers, because they were the first one ever to do a fictional series. That was from Hanna-Barbera. Who else? I'm trying to remember here. What else Sony did? And I'm trying to remember. It's on the tip of my tongue here. And let's just say those NBC holiday specials they do with like Universal Television and Storyline Entertainment. You see, Sony has such a diverse library of famous content that they just came this far in their existence since in the entertainment terms and let's not forget they've been here since 1990, so that's really saying a lot. And just for them to come this far and to make something like this is unacceptable. So with that being said, now we're going to dive back into the second trailer that was recently released about like a few days ago or so. right here, as you can see, it's the same results as the first one, but however with more views because apparently a good friend by the name of Leafy is here already talked about it. As you can see, it's starting to reach its point where it's almost to 1 million views. This is at 760,531 views. Yet again, the like and dislike ratio is an opposite day event. Now let's be a nice kid and look at the comments, shall we? Why does a movie about freaking emojis need a romantic subplot? Who else hates this but is trying to find at least one positive comment in this section? They canceled the Popeye movie for this? Well, at least one person understands. Who else is pumped for Cinema Sins to tear this apart? Everyone uses the eggplant emoji. Stop being PG and get this dick. And one that kind of made more sense in a funny matter is God didn't leave us, we left God. Which is true, it's true. Alright, with that being said, enough following around in the comments. Let's watch this disaster, shall we? Don't worry, this is like a needle shot. It'll be over before you know it.
What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face!
Look who...
Let's go back to our favorite character.
Look...
There she is. You can just tell the emotion. I never talk about logos on this type of stuff, but just take a look at the Columbia Torch lady for a sec. Look at her face. Just look at her face. If I can zoom in, I would, but you know, I'm too lazy to bring up a still image of this. Just look at her face. Her face is the exact emotion like, really? Like, you people at Sony don't have nothing else better to do besides make movies based off of fucking emoticons on your phone? That's what this torch lady is giving off right now. Either that or she has been standing in that same place since 1993, because that's when this was first used, and in all honesty, I don't blame her. If I was standing in one place for like 20 something years, I would be pretty tired of it too. Alright, let's continue.
Look who just sent me a text.
Addie McAllister?
What should I say? Just play it cool.
Welcome to the world inside your phone, where everyone's expected to act one way their whole life.
Alright, so we're establishing the game of communism here. I don't usually get into politics a lot on this show, but you know, since it is that time of the day, and you know, I got inspired by a little friend of mine by the name of Alex Jones saying, you know, it's always great to talk about politics and how the globalists are ruining our society. If you're playing video games, making a vlog or something, you know, just do it. So with that being said, let me get my Trump hat for a second. I'll be back. That's more like it. Alright then, so now let's talk about this. Listen, this movie is already establishing communism because you can tell at the beginning, let me quote this just as the best I can, where one emoji is supposed to act a certain way for the rest of their life. Doesn't that sound like what Hillary Clinton was trying to do? She was trying to force people to be one way, you know, where you can't give up opinions that no matter how simple and innocent they sound, they offend people to a higher extent. And once you step out of line, you're considered a nobody, you're a loser. And people yet say that they're with her, but you know, some people don't believe in the world of yellow journalism, and I mean, however, some people can't see past yellow journalism or flashing emojis like this in stupid cat videos. It's disgusting. Damn it. Hold on, I gotta pick my... See, I like having fun with this show. It's the fun thing about doing this, you know? I can have fun, I can talk, I can say whatever I want. As long as I try to not to get out of hand. Right, so, you know. Trump is our president, period, point blank. I am sick of these globalists. I'm sick of them bitching about Trump not being their president. Listen, promise me, you don't want to be an emoji. Any person who has a face for only have a face and legs? But yeah, what I'm talking about. The globalists won't even care if they have no body, they don't have no upper torso, they have nothing to digest their food with. They're just starving, you know. I'm telling you folks, this is what we're living in. We need to stop. We need to stop this. This needs to stop now.
Ow.
My name is Gene, and I'm supposed...
Alright, so this is our main character, our star of the show, our hostess with the mostest, Gene. He is voiced by TJ Miller, also known for voicing another Sony, if I'm correct, I think this was from Sony, another Sony-related movie. I don't think he was in Sausage Party, no. It wasn't Sony, it was some other company, but I remember he was in a adult-rated film. I think it was something that had to do with hell or something, with going to hell or something. I forgot the name, I never really cared for it. But besides that fact, besides that, he was famous for voicing Fred. Who's that? Who's that guy who created Stan Lee? Fred Lee of Big Hero 6. The reason why I call him Fred Lee is because apparently fans had found out that Fred's father, it is indeed Stan Lee. So I'm kind of surprised people don't see that, but whatever. Anyway, TJ Miller, the voice of Fred for Big Hero 6, voices this little emoji right here. Let's hear the story, shall we?
to be a meh. You know, like, meh, who cares? But my problem is, I have more than one emotion.
Check this out.
Huh?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You can't be for real with this.
Huh?
Alright, pause that there. You really can't be real for here. You really can't be serious. I'm not talking to my phone, but you really can't be serious here. In short story, the emoji laughs from a fart joke. This is an innuendo, but if you people don't get what's going on here, there's an elephant. There's a cloud emoji, which is not a cloud emoji, an air emoji, and an elephant with his tuchus pointing towards the cloud emoji. Elephant fart. Oh, there ain't a god no more. I tell yas.
Son, please tell me you weren't laughing just now.
To be honest, I relate to this emoji right here. If I ever saw my son laughing at an emoji, of an emoji of an elephant and an air cloud pointing at his tuchus, I would be kind of monotonous too. Son, I know you did not just laugh at a very childish joke now because you know I really want to kill myself. I'll kill myself in that. My mom never liked me.
Now, what if you get sent out on the phone making the wrong face?
Dad, I'll make the right face. Then I would finally fit in.
Sweetie, you're so handsome when you make that face. I think he's ready, Mel.
That's our user, Alex.
We have an incoming!
Hold up here. Let's go back a bit. He says that's his user, Alex. Alright, so I know I'm gonna be possibly be talked about for this, for judging people off their first appearance, but I can tell from the start that this dude is a fuckboy right here. Let's see what we have here. What emojis are we seeing right now? Hold on. There was something stuck in my mouth. We got the mare emoji. We got a skull head emoji, which is the I'm dead emoji. We got the both eyes closed and tongue sticking out like type emoji. A birthday cake emoji, a shrimp emoji, a peach emoji. Now, where did that come from, huh, Alex? An ice cream emoji, a beer emoji, a baseball mitt, an air cloud, and the elephant. It looks like some, bento or something. I don't know what kind of food that is right there next to the eggplant. Then there's the eggplant. I think that's a cake after that. I can't tell. Things starts to get blurry after that. So that I think that's a devil. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That's a fortune cookie. That's a cherry. That's a cake. That's some soup, I assume. And then we got a whole list of kind of the same thing. My question is, you could tell he's a fuckboy because if you see this emoji, which is an eggplant, you know this kid's trying to get some pussy at a young age and just wants the pussy. He doesn't want no actual life with her.
Alex, we have an incoming text. We are go for Matt.
Me?
What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face.
Huh? What the heck?
Oh, so the little sucker failed.
Welcome to the Loser Lounge, where the emoji...
Alright, so apparently this dude done fucked up, so apparently he has no choice but to go to the Loser Lounge with James Corden, aka this little hi-fi thing. Apparently I'll get to him in a bit. Let's just continue with this, shall we?
emojis who never get used hang out.
What's up, high five?
I'm an emoji. I've got to have some sort of purpose here.
I'm gonna help you. We need to get off the phone and find the source code.
Then I can fit in.
Let's roll, my Felicia.
First, we have to get through this firewall. What's Alex's girlfriend's name again?
It was Tina.
Alright, before I continue with this, let's just take it back a bit. Let's take it back.
Oh, what's up, high five?
Alright, here we are. So we have a granny, we have an eggplant. Alex is a freak. Let's continue.
High five.
I'm an emoji. I've got to have some sort of purpose here.
I'm gonna help you. We need to get off the
Who the hell is this?
phone and find the source code.
Then I can fit.
This little thing right here with the blue hair, this little emoji. Who the hell is this? I never saw this emoji before. Like, listen, I don't use emojis, never. That's a sincere thing about me. I never touch an emoji whenever I'm texting someone. That is a huge no-no for someone like me to do, because that is just pretty idiotic of someone to do that. Like, sure, let's not talk about words. Let's do it like, you know that game show Classic Concentration? It was on NBC from like 1953 to 1973, and then there was a revival that happened in 1987 and it ended in 1991. Yeah, you know, it's like a matching game. You know, it starts off with you matching prizes together, and then if you match the prizes, it'll reveal a piece of the puzzle. If you're able to solve that piece of and the puzzle is in form of like letters, shapes, or objects, that's what emojis are. Nowadays, I won't be surprised if any network, or hence NBC themselves, decide to use a version of concentration, which is just nothing but emojis. Aren't you not surprised? Maybe I'll post a picture later on, but for now, let me just say something real quick about this. What I'm seeing here is that this is going to be a direct clone of the Lego movie. I know. No, Matthew, you never saw the movie yet. What are you talking about, bro? Well, for one, of course, it's obvious because we got a sidekick that was never seen in the product itself, or like she was never seen in Emoji. This blue-haired Emoji, she was never seen. She was never seen until now. Never showed up in my emojis list. And Lucy, or Wildside from the Lego movie, she was never a normal Lego. She was never introduced in the Lego franchise, never introduced in one of the commercials or anything, you know. Right, so that being said, I'm starting to get pretty tired now. This thing is draining a lot from me.
Let's roll, my Felicia.
Hold on here. Then she says, bye, Felicia. Oh, this hurts so bad. This hurts so bad. I'm not done yet, unfortunately.
First, we have to get through this firewall. What's Alex's girlfriend's name again?
It was Tina,
Access denied.
Karen, Sarah.
Get it? Get it? It's funny because the character is getting hurt over and over. It's funny. It's funny. Oh, please. Listen, go watch Tom and Jerry for that. You don't need to be watching no Emoji movie.
I want to say Lupita, but that doesn't feel right now I'm saying it out loud.
I think you're pretty cool just the way you are.
Nobody leaves the phones! Delete them!
My feelings are huge. Maybe I'm meant to have more than just one emotion. Where am I?
Candy Crush.
Oh, sweet Christ, no. I can't do it. You can't. Is this over yet? Son of a bitch. We have only like 30 more seconds left. Oh. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't play Candy Crush. I never play Candy Crush, and I never will. Not even after this. Listen, just find something else better to do. You know, your phone can't be your phone. Your phone can't be your little everyday tool all the time. Like, go play some board games or something, or a video game. You know, it's better than just playing some stupid Candy Crush on your phone. You still have to pay for some in-app purchases anyway.
Sweet, tasty, delicious.
Oh, I'm never eating another piece of candy ever again.
High five, don't do it. Don't you do it. It's already been in there once.
Alright, that's enough. Hallelujah, thank the Lord, it's over. And it ended just in time for me to get on my boy James Corden. Alright, James Corden, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna roast you or get on you because my mom liked you. Before she passed away, she watched your primetime special. She stayed up late at night just to see your carpool karaoke, which got to an extent kind of annoying when it started showing up all over my recommended feed. But what can I do? What can I do? Please, James Corden, don't hurt yourself like this. Like, don't be a comedic tool that is used to abuse instead of entertain. Abuse isn't the same as entertainment. Promise me. Oh. But thank the Lord Almighty, this nightmare, it is over. It is a lost cause right now. It's over. It's done with. It's done. Alright then, so now that I'm completely tired and this thing has drained everything from me, let's get to the bottom line here. The Emoji Movie is a disgusting movie that Sony should be ashamed of themselves for. On Twitter, from when their Twitter first opened, they've been getting hate from day one. That's all I have to say. You are ripping off the Lego Movie to such an extent, it is not even funny. And even thinking that you can put actors who have better things to do with their lives besides voicing a bunch of emojis, and you think you're going to get more success at the box office. Let me tell you something right now, Sony. I don't hate you, but you're kind of making me go south with that decision. And I don't want that to happen, because I'm not a person who wants to hate a lot. You know, I only hate for certain reasons, but I don't want to hate you just because of some stupid animated movie about emoticons. Listen, Sony, you better not. I can't stop you because I'm sure you're already done with it. But please, don't do this kind of stuff in the future. Don't. It's not good for your profile. It's not good for your animation profile. It's not good for your entertainment profile in general. Like, as a company, you have a lot of stuff to sell, you know? You have your PlayStations, you have your shows, merchandise, all that stuff, your films, merchandise, your franchise, all that good stuff. And you just give the huge middle finger to us when you make the Emoji Movie. I expected better from a company like Sony. But you know, like they say, don't dwell in the past. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna end this episode here, and tomorrow I have hiking, so there's no episode tomorrow. There ain't not enough news here. All the animation shows are done for now. All seasons are finito, and this season is finito also. Despite me only making like 20 episodes of this so far, it's really, I can't really say nothing on. The only thing I can say is good luck, Sony. Good luck whoever is running the company now. Good luck to whoever's running the animation department. You'll need it. That being said, this has been Matthew Taylor for the weekend. Gosh darn it. This has been Matthew Taylor for the Friday edition of Binge Live, which I should count as the weekend binge, but I don't want it because I stick to a Saturday only rule. That being said, so long.